So here we go. How to make the row of eyelets, and on this case for the angel pocket. There's the row of eyelets. We have finished the square and the triangle. This is over 18 stitches. This is just a miniature for demonstration purposes. What I will be doing is knitting 2 stitches together, yarn over the needle, 2 stitches together, yarn over, 2 stitches together, and that will create the row of eyelets. I've chosen an even number of stitches. It's equivalent to the same amount of stitches over here. It's 18. If it is uneven, then your last stitch will be by itself. It won't be 2 together. I prefer an even number of stitches simply because it makes it a little bit more solid. So my stitches are twisted because of the way I knit, so I unfortunately have to take them off the needle and put them back on before I can knit them together. Hopefully you won't have this problem. So it's knit 2 together, oops, yarn over, knit 2 together. Okay, yarn over, knit 2 together, 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 yarn over, knit 2 together. Now whether you go yarn over that way or you go over yarn over that way, it doesn't really matter. Just try and keep it the same for the whole row. Now because mine are an even number of stitches, my last 2, I knit 2 together. It should be 1 stitch less than the row count before. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. That's correct because I had 18 stitches before. The next row, turn your work over, the next row is going to be a row of knits. This basically is to anchor the eyelets in place. There we go. Turn the work. And now I will be casting off. I'm going to make my cast off tight because of the function of the angel pocket. I want to keep this edge tight. Once again, depends where the eyelets are in your work, you'd cast off differently. So I slip the first stitch, preference, knit the next, pull it over, knit the next, pull it over, keeping this tension nice and firm. Not ridiculously tight, but it's firm. It's not a loose cast off. There we go. Came to the end. Oops. And depending on what your next technique will be, are you going to cut the yarn, the long tail, and whip stitch the pocket closed? Are you going to use a crochet hook, crochet around the edges? It's up to you. So depending on what that technique is, you'll go ahead to do that. Now some people might want to have this on the exterior. Some might want to have it on the interior. Once again, it's up to you. Also, if you are going to be whip stitching it closed and then you want the whip stitch to be inside, just decide beforehand whether this is going to be your interior or your exterior. See, and it's quite a tight little band. If you purchased lace, you can always hand sew with sewing thread. You can hand sew some lace on there, and the eyelets are for the cord. But there are other videos. I'll be uploading more videos in my series on how to make the angel pockets or the angel wraps. So there will be some on how to either add the lace and the cord. As a rule of thumb, the cord is not the cord, ribbon. I don't know why I say cord. The ribbon, before you cut it, you'll measure how long that is, and then on each side it will be 8 inches. And just burn the ends carefully with a lighter or something to stop them from fraying. Flat edge, just make a flat edge, burn it lightly, unless you have another way of finishing off the ends. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll watch some more videos in the series as I upload them. And have a lovely day. Bye.